I don't want this to invert though. Let it run. Woo! I have to smack the fruit out of his hands every time I see him touch it. He took bites out of it. Oh my gosh. Jammed up with the chipper chute, so it would not spit out any more chips. It was just jammed with applesauce. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second.
Call it in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So that's 4 jobs and before 4 o'clock, so that's good. What's up, team? So I'm gonna do a video today. I've got 4 jobs. What I'll do here, because there's just a mixture and not everybody wants to see all the jobs that we're doing. Like I'm doing a pruning one right now. I'm actually gonna video it. Then we got some fir removal. We've got a cherry removal on another job. We've got another apple trimming. So we got like 2 trimming jobs and like 2 removals. So what I'll do is I'll put the chapters on this video so you can go into the description and you can see where each job is, and you can just click on whichever one you want to go see. Or also in the bar that's moving as the video is playing, it should have chops on it where it'll tell you where each job's at, so you can pick and choose what you want to watch or watch it all. But here we go. Here's my new setup. I'm running that Tree Motion Kinesi harness, and so far it's pretty comfortable. I got like the low model because I already had the doodads that I needed to make it like an upper model. Like for example, with the bridges here, I already had a ability to make an adjustable bridge, so I didn't need that. The other model with the higher end comes with an adjustable bridge on the D-rings over here, I believe. And then there's a couple extra little different things about it on the different models, but this harness is like 800 bucks, and it has already 2 little connecting like D-rings on the back where you can connect stuff to. But so far it's pretty comfortable. Since I've had it, I've only climbed broadleaf trees. It was like a silver poplar and something else. So today, when I do the fir tree, it'll be the first like straight tree I've climbed with it. So I'm kind of curious to see how it feels. After that, I'll be able to give a good review of it because I've only climbed with it twice. But so far, so good. See these little snaps right here? These little screw clips? So when I got this harness, I mean, obviously all these straps are like really long. So I cut them all down to where they're, built, basically it fits me. And, burnt the ends. But look at these little guys, they screw in, and that keeps this from running through the whatever buckle. And they're on all these. They're here, they're here. This harness came with these. Look, when I cut all these straps, you could put these on there. They're really simple. So I actually bought more of these. I went on Westspur. They're DMM. I bought a pack of like 10. They're like 20 bucks maybe. But you can put these on all of your, man, I'm really struggling with my words right now. Anytime you cut these, you can just put those on there and they won't slide through. But they work really well. Similar to the Monkey Beaver, you got your connectors here, but then also this comes with these like bungee ones that hold your leg pads in place. So that's also what's mainly difference between this one and the Tree Motion Pro, which I ran for a long time. There's subtle differences, like the waistband on this harness is larger, so it hugs you more in your rib cage and stuff. So there's subtle differences. I will say right away that if you find a smoking good deal on a Tree Motion Pro, then, and I hope I'm saying that right, I don't even know what the technical terms for all these are, but if you do, you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's Teffelberger, I don't know. But the Pro version, if you find a good deal on that, I would go with the Pro because it's not that big of a difference. But if you're gonna buy a harness and you're stuck between the two and you want to spend a couple extra bucks, so far the Kinesi I'm liking it so far. So, and I'll continue to use it. The Pro's gonna hit the shelf for a while, maybe forever, I don't know, but I'm just trying to give you my honest feedback on it.
All gone.
All gone. They were just cutting down the tree that was here that grew back, and they're getting close to being done with that. That was one part. Let me show you the second part of this over here. We're gonna work on that tree a little bit, just bringing off the fence. Same thing with this bush, just shape it up a little bit. And then this tree is what I'm mainly working on this job right here. I know it doesn't look very big on camera, but I will get up in here and climb up into this thing. I'm removing this whole back section right here, and then some sides as well. We're just gonna keep the straight up leaders. And here's why. This thing's kind of falling apart on itself. It's hanging on. It's got life left in it, but it's got a lot of damage out here. And basically we want to keep the tree but make it a little bit safer, because it does have a full canopy of leaves in it. Right now we're getting into fall, so they're kind of falling off, but you know, the option was to remove it because it's kind of, you know, not healthy, or keep it and just take a bunch of weight off of it so it's safer. So I'm taking a lot here on the back side, and we'll have more of just a straight tree with it here. Still running that Rope Runner Pro. I really like this device. I've got like 3 of them, just because I had one, and then I needed one for Jake, and then I saw this one because I like the color. So I got a few, and if you know what, honestly, if they come out with another one and it's a really cool color, I'll probably buy it too, just because I like this job, and I like buying these little fun gadgets like all you guys do. That's half the fun, right? That's why we do this, because we get to play with these toys. Doing still the bowling with the Yosemite finish on it. Yosemite. How do you say that? Yosemite? 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 But yeah, that's the knot I've been doing. I know there's a lot of experienced tree climbers watching this channel, but there's also a lot of inexperienced guys watching, so that's why I kind of try to take the time and show everybody everything. On this bridge I also run this DMM swivel. I like it a lot. And then, like I said, it's got that adjustable bridge as well. Inspect these little gadgets that are at single point of failures. Like if this swivel breaks, I'm falling out of a tree. Just that single point of failure right there. So check this stuff periodically, guys. I haven't had any issues with it, but it did occur to me the other day. I was like, you know what? I haven't looked at those items in a while. I should probably take a look at them. So as I climbed up through there, I was being like super careful not to break off these little, just the little interior limbs in here, because I'm already taking a lot out of this tree. Like all this is coming out behind me, which is a large amount. But so I didn't want to destroy the interior of this canopy, just to, because I'm going to preserve all this. So don't break off all the inside stuff if you can help it. But I'll set you guys up here and see. Let me go through all of this. It'll be pretty fast. I don't want to keep this stuff that's coming out towards me. Like it'd be real easy just to cut it and get it out of my face, but it's coming off of the main leaders in the center. So I still want some back canopy, and these little guys would be great to keep here for that. So it's not like I'm just cutting everything in my face. I'm trying to shape the tree.
Got it.
Heavy. Here's another tip for you. When I'm going up single line, like I'm going up, I'm going back down, whatever. If I try to pull myself up by grabbing the rope here above me and then taking the slack out of the rope runner, that works. But you're grabbing that little tiny rope, and it takes a lot of grip strength to do that versus just climbing and like grabbing the tree and pulling yourself up where it's, and you can suck the rope out. I always find out like the next day or the day after that, if I'm constantly grabbing my rope to pull myself up, my grip strength, I can feel it in my hand a lot, versus just grabbing the tree getting positioned and then sucking the slack out of your line. Jake, what do you think about keeping this little guy? Does this matter? Probably keep it, huh? Get rid of it?
Yeah, it's at like mow height, you know?
Okay. Keep going.
Even.
Okay, so here's what the tree looks like now. Remember, it had these huge back leaders that came out over the fence up here. Those are gone. Now we got more of a straight tree. And I left a lot of growth, the little limbs that still come out this way, because you know all the sun's over here. So those are all going to start filling in from this side. And since they're coming off the main straight leaders, it will more evenly weight this tree, but at least they're not coming off this crazy like dog leg piece out here. All the weight will be from the main leaders here now. My cuts, how I do my cuts. I don't mind showing all that stuff. Another cut here, you can see a little bit of decay in there. And that one, this one was really clean. Nothing in there that's bad. And then this is another leader up here. And there's another big one right there. And then these guys trimmed up the tree on the fence here. You see a couple cuts here to get it off the fence. Looks really good. Didn't need to do anything with the upper canopy. It's totally fine. And then they trimmed this bush up big time. And they did all that and the front while I finished off this little tree.
Fading.
It's been an hour. We were here for an hour. Okay, next job is cherry and maple removal. All right, so they're gonna clean that up, that maple. I'm gonna go up this cherry right here. A little bit of rigging because there's like this gardening stuff underneath. So I'll have to rig this limb right here. You know, pretty good size, but I'm gonna climb all the way up, strip some limbs out on my way up, set a high tie-in. Maybe I'll set a block and then rig that out, and then all the wood's staying, but here's the job. Cherry. Should be probably an hour and a half. We'll be done here. Maybe 2 hours, but hour and a half. It's a little bit heavier than the last tree. Come out of there. Nice. Yeah, the main limb I need to rig is this cherry one right out over the top of me, or over the top of me, underneath me. That'll be pretty cake once we get it a little higher on this. I won't even actually go all the way up. I'll probably get to it right away. I might even rig it off a limb up there. Not even break out the pulley. High tie-in point's always the key to tree access. I mean, everything is just way easier when you have a high tie-in point. And even rigging sometimes, depending on the situation. And this tree is not straight up and down at all. Can't tell on camera, but it's 45 degrees at some places. It never really straightens up, even all the way up. I do have that nice little gardening thing directly underneath me, so nothing can be dropped straight down. I gotta toss it all somewhere. Just keep putting stuff over here. Might even have them keep the brush so we don't bang up the the yard with these chunks, because that's always something to consider, is when I drop these pieces down, you know, yard damage. It's pretty soft down there. I might have them make me a little bird's nest to drop pieces into. The sling should be big enough. If it's not, then we won't be able to. I always think it's funny when I see guys pull out like T-Rex slings for, you know, little limbs and stuff. Let's see how big this is. A little higher and it'll work. But, you know, this is like 1/4 inch sling right here, because I'm not rigging anything greater than its working load limits. So I don't need a big T-Rex sling. And by what I mean by T-Rex is like some 5/8 or 3/4 with a, you know, on top of a block that's rated for 50,000 pounds, and they're rigging out stuff like this. I'm like, guys, if that's all you got, I get it. But if you got something smaller, it makes more sense to use it for the little stuff. Definitely not uncommon to see that practice T-Rex slings. That's funny. I think that there probably are some slings that are called that or something similar to it. The last one I seen was on Zacchaeus or Zach Riggs YouTube channel. He was, you know, I didn't watch the whole thing. Like, there were some pretty good sized limbs he was rigging, but he was using a massive sling and block. What caught me off guard the most was the block. That block had to be rated for 50,000 pounds. At least, you know, what it looked like on camera. But I was like, dang, dude, that's some serious rigging for that tree that you're working on. But I see a lot of guys. It's not Zach. I'm not calling Zach out, but I just happened to notice it last, and it was only a couple days ago. So let's see if our diameter's small enough now. That way I don't have to go all the way up and then come all the way back down. I mean, I'm already pretty high up in it, but, you know, max efficiency, don't go higher than you need to. Let's see. Yep, once I get here, it'll work. I have longer slings, and well, I got a lot of different slings, but usually I don't go bigger than a 1/2 inch on a sling because they're already rated for ridiculous amounts of weight. Like I said, this is like a 1/4 inch. It's even smaller. Pair it with the right pulley, of course. You know, you don't want to have like a pulley that's rated for high weights and then a little sling. Look at that, see? That'll be fine. So yeah, you got to pair up the right gear with. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? And I will orient this sling on the side where I want this piece to swing away. So I'm going to keep it kind of back here, so it pulls it this way and the guys can grab it. Probably rig a top down too, so I don't have to go all the way up. I'll just do a decent little top. Then I'll just attach this rig line to one of my D-rings, and I can probably move this climb line up a little bit too. Usually I put the climb line above my rigging so that the ropes aren't rubbing on each other and then they burn through each other. I've had that happen before when I very first started. I had ropes rubbing against each other while rigging. I was very lucky, but they ended up, it burnt through one of the ropes, and it was really, this was years and years ago, but it can happen. I've seen it.
Run comms.
Okay, I think I'm ready now to rig this lower limb, so I'll go down there and do that now. And I want to get this rig line out onto that limb, kind of far out there.
Yeah, I mean,
because I have that high tie-in point. Let's move this around the back side because it's gonna swing that way. Thinking ahead of time here. I'm gonna come out here, limb walk out on this pretty decently far. Suck in some more rope here. I mean, I could go out on this limb as far as I want because I'm basically over the top of this limb, so I'm all the way out on it. There's that. I don't want this to invert though. So I'm almost tempted to kind of balance it. But you know, figuring out the weight's kind of fun. I think I might pull it back here. That might be better for weight. That should be pretty close to being evenly weighted. All right, guys, I am ready to rig this one. It's probably gonna weigh a couple 100 pounds. I could cut it out there, but it's gonna drop down. Versus here, it will pivot to the right and you guys can lower it down. Will it do anything from there? Let it down just a hair. Let's see if it'll start moving this way. Not too much. I can cut some.
Got it.
The button's gonna want to flip up here.
I got it. Just cut it all the way.
I'll cut a little more of it. I'd rather you let it down from there than try to cut all the way through it. Just slowly let it down.
Tim's trying to freaking kill me.
Pull it this way, Joe. Pull it this way, all the way. Yep, perfect. Great. Keep going, Joe. Nice fit. Porta wrap would have been better. Probably like anything under like 3 inches, I'll make a, we can save so I don't put a hole in this yard. That arbor will not take any kind of hit. It will snap. When in doubt, rope it out. They are heavier than they look. Headache? Right over the center of this tree up here. Through here, come around there, clip on there. There, I'm using that adjustable rope bridge right there. I just sucked it all the way up to get me close to this piece instead of having it all the way out. Now I'm right here. I do use it all the time. They're down there making slurpy noises. Pretty good sized top up there. I could climb out onto it or I could send the whole piece. So I left this nub up here because I'm gonna send this top right here and I'm probably gonna take a wrap on that nub to self rig it down. I wonder if that'll be enough right there. It's probably gonna be pretty heavy. Should probably take a wrap on that. Alright, I got a good sized piece coming down. You can have the rope. I've got a wrap on a nub up here. It might lock up, which I don't mind, but I'm just saying you're gonna be fine down there. Yeah, it's probably locked. I put that wrap on there just to be safe. Yeah, it actually grabbed itself, so let's see that. The rope. Yeah, it grabbed onto itself a little bit there. See if I can get it to go. There it goes. Maybe. Oh shoot, I got it fully. Yeah, there's no weight on that. I actually have to give it rope to make it move. That's a huge top. I might have to climb up on it a little bit. It is massive for this little tree. Halfway maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out on that a little bit. It's like half the tree's height. Like from here, from how far I've gone, if we stood that top up, it'd be halfway up this tree. It kind of sucks. Climbing out on those kind of is not fun, but it is what it is. Let me just make sure, even if I cut it from here, it's still gonna be a lot of weight. It's gonna be fun to climb down on too. Maybe I'll rig some pieces down if it's gonna be awkward. But let's keep going. I don't have to go all the way up this, I just gotta make the top small enough where it won't break the tree. I'll come after that limb in a second. Let me go set my rigging first. I think if I'm above this little spot right here, I think I'll be totally fine. Probably cut that. So the climbing system will be there. Let's set some rigging. You guys doing a porter wrap? Yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to catch this weight. It's gonna be negative. Yeah, I'll probably rig down a couple pieces of wood just to make it simple, instead of trying to chunk every little piece. This will be fine. Come on, man. All right, Jake, it's all good now. Probably do a half and let it kind of run through the system. All right, hang on tight. Let it run. Woo! Can't really let it run all the way to the ground because there's that gazebo, that fencing stuff below me. Now I get to climb down this weird dog leg thing, which is always fun. There we go. And you guys will notice I just put a sling on that right there. I had on my belt. That'll keep the piece from sliding off. Nice. Now I got enough. You're on. I'll probably get the 261 from you. I'll give you this little saw. Epic fail. No, I was dogging into the wood to look cool and it failed. Doing a final blowout in the front, but trees on the ground all wrapped up. Okay, next job is pruning 2 apple trees. Again, normally I wouldn't video this stuff, but people have been wanting to see it, so I'm gonna do it, see how this goes. But we're gonna prune 2 apple trees, and again, look at the chapters in the description if you want to skip past that. Following that will be a fir removal, like an 80-foot straight stick fir that we've done a billion times, but you never know what happens. You never know, so hang in there. Not a whole lot of chips in here yet from our 2 jobs. Let's get these buckets out of here. Yeah. I'll show you what we're doing here on our 3rd job. Asian like pear tree, and the homeowner already kind of pruned them up, but stuff was getting too high for him, so now we're here to finish the job. He's over. Oh, Jake. Okay, here's the thing about Jake. If he eats fruit, that little bit of fiber in his system, it's game over. I have to smack the fruit out of his hands every time I see him touch it. He took bites out of it. Oh my gosh, that means we got like 10 minutes and he's gonna have to, we're gonna have to make a pit stop somewhere. Usually I gotta slap it out of his hands. Yeah, we're just pruning this thing. This is why we don't usually video stuff like this, because like it's not entertaining, right?
Getting a little redundant. Oop.
Oh, look at all the fruit falling
All
off.
that fruit. We got landmines too.
Is it oh, do we? Oh, I see.
Get in.
Yeah, all this fruit just falling off.
So, you want me to, like, you know, actually create some separation here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just all these tops are gonna come down.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying
that's
to
totally
create
fine.
a little separation and then get to those.
These trees really shouldn't grow more than like 7 feet tall and be like 15 feet wide or something. So they grow really fast and they get out of control, and then you can't get the fruit. And he just cleaned up. He just told me that. Actually, when I came and looked at the shop, there was a ton of fruit on the ground, and I was like, yeah, I can't really take the fruit because it'll like jam up the chipper if you're not chipping the fruit with limbs. Like one time we did we did a job like this with a bunch of fruit on the ground, and we filled up buckets of, maybe it was apple. It was apples.
It was apples. That was my first day.
Oh, that was.
First day.
Yeah.
There's actually a video of it on the channel way back, like a year and a half ago, or maybe or so.
Probably. Yeah.
But we just had buckets of apples, the big buckets that I just drug over here, and we just dumped them in the chipper and just pushed it in, and it literally jammed up the chipper chute, so it would not spit out any more chips. It was just jammed with applesauce. So yeah, we learned the hard way not to chip just fruit. So when there was like 500 pounds of fruit on the ground, I was like, yeah, I can't really take the fruit because I can't just dump it in the back because the chips go to chip drop and people don't want just piles of fruit, and I can't chip them unless they're attached to limbs or there's limbs going with it.
Applesauce.
So he cleaned up 500 pounds of
Over here.
these Asian
Trying
pears.
Give messed up a little.
This is not like some fine pruning where I'm trying to make perfect end cuts. These trees in this area, you can't kill them. And he's gonna keep up with these. It got out of control for a minute, so if this creates a little bit of unnatural end growth, it's okay on these things. But the fruit is good. How does it taste, Jake? It tastes like they're ripe.
How you feeling?
I got a poop.
He's already got
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I know, he did that while I wasn't looking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here he goes. He's up in it now. Joe's has been dying to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take it? Let's see how he handles it. How's he gonna handle it? Oh, he's going for the window. Ow! Put that down. Don't
Get that
touch.
corn out of my face.
Get that corn out of my face. Oh, jeez.
You want to kick one?
It's more fun watching them struggle with one hand.
I got hit with one earlier. It kind of hurts a little bit. Yeah.
Hairs!
Now you,
take
can,
right here?
now you can see why we don't do the little jobs, because it's just us goofing around.
Take this whole guy?
Yeah, take it. Stand back here and just point and shoot. This one, this one, this one. Well, I forgot to show you the end of that other job, the little fruit tree pruning, but sometimes it goes that way. We just trimmed it up, nothing special. We're taking a little stroll right now down this little easement because the next tree job we're doing is one of these firs we're taking down, so he's gonna see if he wants to climb it or not. If I climb it, it'll probably take us 45 minutes. If he climbs it, it'll be longer, but it's good practice for him, and I don't mind. It's still only, it's not even 2 o'clock yet. We will drive the truck and chipper back here though. Park it right here. The tree we're taking down is that one right there. It's really not limmy. It's this guy. There's a couple up there that I might have to lower down on a rope, but nothing crazy. And then we're gonna chunk it out right here. It's good.
That wouldn't be bad at all.
It's not, Jake's climbed 100 feet. This isn't 100 feet.
That's like 80 foot.
It's like 80. The top really looks like it peters out up there. And I'd rig a top down too, you know. Have you done any negative rigging?
Sent any? Just with limbs. I
This
mean,
might,
not as far as
Not like rigging
an
a top.
actual top, which that's small enough.
yeah.
All right.
You want to go for it?
I think I'm gonna do it.
All right, he's gonna do it. Well, we'll just, yeah, why not?
And of course, I don't have my stinky climb boots.
Oh, dang. You don't have to, I'll do it.
My brand new ones.
He's got brand new Evo Pro Evos, the same ones that I'm wearing right now. He got a brand new pair of them, so.
Broke them in a little bit.
You don't have to, man, it's up to you. He's gonna think about it. By the way, he did just mention that fruit kind of kicked in a little bit. It's completely up to you. I do not mind climbing it.
I wish I would have brought my shoes at all.
I'll do it. Let me do it.
I'm gonna have to to work a turd out or not.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's over here dancing. Freaking knew it, man. Called it. Joe, now you know. Smack that fruit out of his hand next time.
Smack anything out of his hand while he's working.
It's my rugby coin.
Oh, it's your rugby coin?
Yeah.
We're gonna flip the coin. This is heads. That's tails. That's a cool coin. So heads, you climb it, or tails, you climb it?
Call it in the air.
Wait, well, what's heads mean?
So this is heads.
Yeah, but
I'll climb it if it lands on heads.
so it lands on
That's
heads.
tails, and you can call in the air.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second.
Call in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Heads.
And that was tails.
So I'm climbing it.
So you're climbing.
All right. $80-foot fur, extra sticky. It is. Look at all this. 80-foot fur, extra sticky. Like when you go to KFC and you order chicken, you know, extra crispy. This is extra sticky. Extra sticky. Yeah, my hand's already sticky. But why am I not wearing gloves? I actually have been enjoying not wearing gloves lately. And my first decent sized limb is, and I'll probably rig it down. And climbing on the back side of the tree is ridiculously easier. Takes so much weight off your body. Climb line, oh yeah, I'll take the rig line. I'm just gonna self rig it down too. Oh, that's heavy. These are some heavy limbs. Spruce tree, a little bit heavier than fir. And that hemlock's a little bit heavier than the other ones. Unless you do it a lot, you wouldn't notice, but take a wrap on it, probably. Yep. Those guys just got some limbs out of the way, and while they were doing that, I just climbed up about, I don't know, 15 feet above me and set a tie-in point. So now we're still on the same limb, but I just let them catch up a little bit. So this one I got double wrapped back here at the base. I'll cut it down here and self-rig it down here on itself. Obviously, self-rig it down on itself. Wow. I like doing my own rigging because it gives them more hands on the ground, you know? It's like having a third guy on the ground. To rig the next one. There's a handful up here I gotta rig down. Didn't think I'd have to do a bunch of rigging on this, but it's turning out that way. These are heavy. Yeah, it's all house side, and these limbs are hundreds of pounds. But no problem. A little more time. Of course, with no gloves, you can't really let it run because it builds up heat in your hands. But that's okay. Unless you just have really manly hands. My hands are kind of girly.
All covered in sap.
But now they're getting more manly now that they're covered in sap. Oh, this one's gonna be heavy too. I might have to double wrap these suckers. Just like that. I'm leaving a belly in it so I can do my undercuts and stuff. See how loose that is? But that's because it's through a union here, a crotch, so I don't really care. There is a bush and a light right underneath this. That's why the bucket's there. We're protecting the light. That will help me a ton. You see how I got that? That little bit helps quite a bit, because look, no hands. If I feed a little bit, this is how easy it goes. And I'll do that again on this next one, because it's like the same weight. Maybe that one too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to rig. 8 of those. And then I'll be topping it. You see, I'm just going around this with a carabiner, guys, because there's a lot for it to grab on this limb. It's not sliding off. Still shook the whole tree. I can almost get it going on its own. So this Kenissi sits really high up on my rib cage. Maybe if I tighten the waist belt more, but it does sit pretty high up on my waist. It's not necessarily a bad thing. There's no pressure points or anything. It's like always there close to my rib cage instead of being around my hips. But it might just be an adjustment. Maybe it's for bigger climbers. I don't think so though. They make them in small size, for crying out loud. This is a medium that I'm wearing. The small was too small though. It was like 28-inch waist. I have like a 32, maybe 31, 32-inch waist. This one's quite a bit smaller. And you know, I could get slings out and double these up and everything, but it's just, this is fast. I mean, this is not a problem. Speed that we're going. You want to take that rope? They're crossing up here. 1 second. Just come on. What's happening out there? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna do something fancy. Hang on to it. Yep. Yep. Give me a little bit, Jake. Okay, you got 2 limbs on now. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. I know you guys want to see them on camera too, but man, it just makes editing so much harder. I just get tired of doing it. I'll do it again, but matching cameras up when you're like doing 3 GoPros, it's 3 extra hours on each of your cameras. Yeah, no, I get tired of listening to you guys. I'll probably double some of these up since I already started it. It's been, so it was 2:15, now it's 2:48, so it's been about 30 minutes, and I'm almost to the top. Time's important. Everybody's cutting down trees, but I'm curious on how long it takes people to do it, because it's not about like, it's not a race, but speed is something to consider, because we're doing 4 jobs today and it's only 2:48 now. That's kind of a factor. I mean, speed comes with proficiency. Don't rush, but when you do it a lot, you do get a little bit faster. Don't rush, but work with a sense of urgency. has a wild little top up there. It really gets tiny fast. Do I still got a sling on? I could probably rig it down with my little mini beaner and sling. He said, whoa. A mini beaner. Biner? We're gonna call it a biner, mini biner, so that we're not offending anyone. Nah, it's known as a beaner, man. We're going with it. Another limb coming down for you guys. Okay, getting close. Well, I'm gonna top it at this point. It's pretty squirrely top, but what I'll do is I'll turn it and push it into this tree. And that way, if I come out here in the, well, there's a big limb right there, so actually I could send it that way, but either way it's gonna hit limbs. If it's gonna hit limbs, I'd rather it hit these on this side, away from the house. So what I'll do is I'll push the top into these canopies, and we'll just work it down. Again, this is all pretty small rigging gear because we're not dealing with a bunch of weight. It's like what I was talking about earlier with using like T-Rex slings and stuff on small stuff like this. It's just not necessary. I'm gonna notch this and send it Jake. That's why my face shield's down, because I would have just hit myself in the face with the metal carabiner. You're on. You can leave it, yeah, leave it the way it is, yep. One second. Here it comes. Oh, jeez. 1 second. Is that not off all the way? It's gonna come, just hang on to it like it's gonna let go any second. I'm gonna finish just barely hanging. Oh, you got it, you got it. Good job. All right, we got 500i with 20-inch bar. Look at this. Both arms, man. I guess it works as a sunscreen though, so that's cool.
We started at 2:15.
We started at 2:15, it's 3:40.
So it's like
hour and a half.
So hour 20 minutes when you're out.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Didn't do anything special to try to get it done fast or anything, just normal tree work. And the wood's sitting right there. Just gotta cut the rest of that down. And then over here above this cedar, I'm just gonna get a few branches. I'm not gonna video that, but that's pretty much it. So that's 4 jobs and before 4 o'clock, so that's good. We're basically done here. See you guys later.